Hello, class here, Sanctum 2. So, I thought that I would randomly play through the introduction to this game, just in case some people happened to be watching a cooperative LP and didn't know what was going on. You know, don't know why that would happen. So, yeah, there's like some sort of intro where like in a drop pod. It's pretty exciting. Now we're out, so we can walk around. Because the official tutorial hasn't started yet. It's like, wow, look at that burning. Look at that FPS in the corner, because I've changed recording software and haven't turned that off. So we've got two weapons there.
Get ready.
We gotta get ready, because this is a first-person hybrid tower defense shooter game. That should have probably been said at some point, and I don't think it has been. We can press R to reload. You can also reload an empty weapon by switching weapons. It's kind of weird. It like recharges over time if you emptied it all the way. Alright. We've got... Oh, we can hit control to aim. That's actually something that I forgot during the entire first recording session with Bertrudor.
All clear for now.
There was just one enemy. Okay, so we have two different towers we can build on the tutorial map, except one is just tower base. Tower bases cost that middle resource that I can't really point to, but it's you see above my selection of two towers at the bottom of the screen there are three things. The first is resources, just general like money. The second is tower bases, which determine how many bases you can set down. Like if I build this here, it costs 140 resources and a tower base. If I build a cannon tower on a tower base, it doesn't cost the second tower base. I can build with left mouse, I can sell with right mouse. Tower bases, they're good for directing the enemy path. Like you see this red line here, that's the path the enemies are likely to follow if they're ground enemies, and they spawn in the middle of the spawn point. Sometimes they follow a slightly different path if like they spawned off to the side and you built like a wall like right in the middle of where they come out. But I'm not actually going to put that there yet. So one general thing you want to do is make the enemies take longer to get to the core, which you're defending. I believe the plot relevance of the core is like it produces oxygen or something, or maybe it produces like electricity. Maybe both. Maybe it's just like everything the people need to survive. So yeah, we use tower bases to build walls to direct enemies past extra towers, and that's a good thing to do, of course. You want to maximize the distance they have to walk next to towers. And, I mean, you also build more towers. I guess I'll put one down here. And, like, these random dudes, they help you kill enemies. And I'm probably not actually going to need, like, any of the tower setup, but setting up towers is optimal. See, these electric rounds pierce through enemies. It's on my secondary weapon. And that lightning tower actually shot something.
That seems to be all of them.
In a bit it'll tell me to just sell this tower because it's in a kind of bad position. Oh, yeah. Oh, I can aim at a tower and press left mouse button to upgrade. That extends its range and increases its damage and stuff. And partial upgrades do have an effect. I'm just gonna aggressively like build near the spawn point because this is a tutorial map, so it's really easy. And I'm gonna upgrade this, and we see its damage and range rising without it even getting a full level. It'll get more stats once it does gain a full level. I guess I can direct the enemies over by that lightning tower more by putting a tower base there. And I can use secondary fire with right mouse button. It generally costs more ammo. As you can see, it costs 18 at a time with this character's main weapon. And I can launch like homing rounds that have a slower fire rate with this weapon. So yeah, explosive rounds, rapid fire on this weapon, piercing rounds or homing rounds on this weapon. So you can get attacked and you do have hit points even though it doesn't show anywhere on the screen, and if you die you respawn after a few seconds normally. Thought it would tell me to sell this tower. It did last time, because I played this like once right before trying to record it just to make sure I knew what the content was. But I guess since I redirected the enemies over by it, maybe it didn't think it was necessary. Okay, so we see it gets... I think it actually loses attack speed when it gains level, but it got a lot more damage in range. Or something like that. I forget exactly what the trade-offs are. I didn't read all the numbers quite fast enough. I'm not going to worry about placing my last 3 bases. I did have 3 more tower bases. Could have built a little more wall. Made the enemies take longer to walk to the end. Either so that my towers would have more chance to hit them, or so that I would have more chance to shoot them.
You're finished.
These piercing rounds are really good when the enemies are lined up like that. And we won the tutorial map. What a surprise!
All good.
And I'm level 15, so I have a lot of stuff unlocked. And let's go to the world map, because I want to show what sort of unlockable things there are. Because Bertrudor and I often did not show the between levels screen. Oh, I need to press the any key. Or I can click left mouse. So there's a selection of 4 characters, each with a different main weapon, and a different passive ability. Or more like 2 abilities. So I often would play as Sweet Autumn. Her weapon is Rex, the rocket launcher. And she sets things on fire and has great air control. And so your primary weapon's locked. I can't choose this. Secondary weapon, you get a choice of all your unlocked secondary weapons. So I'm high enough level to have most of the secondary weapons unlocked, or at least like half of them. So there's the voltaic hand cannon, which you always use in the tutorial. I prefer the ETK Tesla prototype. It kind of is like a chain lightning gun. Hits an area with its primary fire. You can select your towers. You get more towers as you level up. I have all the towers unlocked. And you get perks. You get more perk slots as you level up as well. So I have all of them. There's a variety of perks. They do things like make you respawn instantly when you die, or increase your movement speed and let you double jump, or the ones I actually have equipped are the core heals for 10% of its max health after each wave. The core deals 2,000 damage to anything that hits it, and increases weapon damage by 40%, but disable weak spot hits. Every enemy has a weak spot. I think I'm actually going to equip something else next time I play, but that's the setup screen. I'm not going to play a whole nother level. I just wanted to show this at the end to show what happens between levels. So yeah, that's the game. See ya!